Do you have any difficult in-laws who think that you don't match up to the standards? Who think that you are not qualified enough to be married to their family? Some sisters-in-laws, some mother-in-laws, some aunts-in-laws that, take a deep breath. I got you covered. You want to know how to deal with all those difficult in-laws? Watch this video till the end. And if you have not yet subscribed to Consistent Place channel, I invite you all to subscribe to Consistent Place channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you don't get to miss any video. The first way to address your in-laws is that before offering an honor to a parent, make sure that you and your spouse are on the same page. If your parents are visiting and perhaps you want to honor your parents, maybe by wanting them to ride in the front passenger seat with you while you are driving, please resist that urge and let that proposal come from your spouse. I just mean that if my father is visiting me and I'm the driver and I want to ride, I cannot tell my husband to go and sit in the back so that my father will ride with me. I would rather let that proposal come from my husband. If you're proposing that kind of a thing to your spouse and you find out that they are uncomfortable with the proposal, please do not push it. You only have to come to that agreement if both spouses are perfectly okay. Please, wives, never let your dad be riding in the front seat of the car and your husband sitting behind without two of you agreeing. Because that is a bomb in the building. You will get it when you get home. Husband, never you send your wife behind and put your mother in the front car seat without agreeing with her, without her being the one putting her at that seat. Because if you do that, because she's my mother, she's the one who raised me up, yes, we get it. But guess what? When that mother-in-law will be away, you and your wife will have to handle that properly, okay? So in this way to handle this, your wife really have to be the one to say, no, mama, sit in front. And even you, the mama, tell her that, no, my daughter, this is you and your husband. You have to sit with your husband there unless they insist before that can happen. But everybody's mind should be at peace before such transaction should take place. I mean, the couple should know how to handle this in a very diplomatic way so that nobody is hurt. Even the parents, we should learn to stand up for ourselves and protect our children's marriages. This is a disclaimer. I am not saying that your parents cannot ride with you, you cannot honor them, or your parent is coming to visit. Let it be an agreement for you and your spouse. Don't let your parent just show up and your spouse has no clue. It's like, she's my mom, but what do you expect? Or he's my dad, so I need to ask permission from somebody before bringing my dad home. Both of you should be on the same page before you let your parents come to your home. And even you parents, before you go visit your children, always make sure that they are on the same page. My dad said that he cannot come to my house if it is not my husband inviting him. I mean, that's my dad, but all dads are not like that. Your daughter will tell you to come behind the scene and you will just show up and embarrass your son-in-law. It's a very challenging situation to be in. So the two spouses need to be on the same page. You can honor your in-laws, but be on the same page. The second way to deal with difficult in-laws, we usually hold people at a high standard when they don't really have the capacity to function at that standard. The more difficult people are, the more capacity we need to generate love and compassion towards them. They might be dealing with something that is really not about you. They might be dealing with their own insecurities and you have nothing to do with it. So you, on your part, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to put on this peaceful jacket that is bulletproof, opinion-proof, comment-proof, so that when they fire those comments, those hurtful comments, those opinions, those insults or curses on you, they just bounces back to sender. Don't let their difficult behavior influence your kindness. Even the Bible says that do good unto your enemies, for that is like a heap of charcoal that you put upon their head. So activate yourself with kindness. Each time you are going to meet them, already pre-plan your kindness, pre-plan your kind responses, and how what they are going to do or say or act will not influence you. Treat your in-laws like your own family. If you and your spouse are one, then you have to take your in-laws like your own family. Shower them with love. Never you talk your spouse against their own family. Shower them with gestures of love. Although sometimes when they are really difficult, when you show them love, you generate compassion and you do kind gestures to them, they really don't want to receive it because they get skeptical that might be too good to be true, or that might be a conspiracy, that might be a trap. They don't really want to receive it. They always find a way to deflect it back to you as a conspiracy. Be respectful to your in-laws, you and your spouse. Listen to their opinions, to the suggestions they have about you, but keep in the back of your mind that you and your spouse have the final decision about you. Maybe they might be like, why are you having only 2 kids? You need 5. Why are you not having the next baby yet? Or why are you not doing this? Why are you not getting a job? All those things. Listen to your in-laws respectfully, to their opinions. I believe they have a good intention towards you, but then always keep in mind that you and your spouse have the final decision, because that is what they know. That is their best. If they knew better, they would have done better. So the comment or the opinion they are giving to you, the best of their opinion, and I believe that they are always seeking out for your good. So you and your husband should listen with it respectfully, but then the final decision is all yours. The third way to deal with your in-laws is, if all your attempts of kindness and good gestures have failed or have not worked, at this time, put on a business professional relationship with them. Activate your boundaries and maintain your standards and integrity. Love them from a distance. They might be dealing with something personal, and just get involved in important transactions. It might not even be about you. Give them some time out and chill. There is time for everything. And of course, my last point is to pray about them. The situation might get better. Pray for a loving relationship with your in-laws, and always show up as that best in-law for them, for this might influence them, because sometimes they are just being protective without finding out who you really are. Keep being who you are, and they might end up coming back, and you guys will form a wonderful bond in your relationship. So make sure you put it in prayer and trust God that things will get better. Thank you for watching this video. How do you deal with your difficult in-laws? Do you even have difficult in-laws? Give this video a thumbs up, share this video, subscribe to Consistent Place channel, and until then, see you in our next video.